What's poppin', everybody? It's a guy named Fly here, and welcome to the Ace Trainer Battle Association review for week 4. Week 4. We are late, but this time it's not my fault, and it's not my co-host's fault. Say hey to Bud.
Yeah. Yo, sup.
We are missing a battle, but that's all good. We're gonna make do with what we got. Week four, halfway through.
Yeah.
First match
Playoff chances starting to
playoffs.
shape up. You know what I'm saying? After this,
first match of the day, of the week, we have the Kansas City Spirits. I was about to say Chiefs, and I had to like. We have the Kansas Spirit. Wow, Kansas City Spirits, coached by wRenn, versus Quinn and the
Chicago Sky Attack.
Chicago Sky Attacks. It was a match. It was a match between the two of them for sure. It seemed like they were both like kind of nervous to show their hands, and then all of a sudden showed their hands really fast. You know? Yeah.
It was a lot of just posturing back and forth for a moment. There were some good bamboozles from the Zoroark.
Good Zoroark play, yeah.
And like, I don't know, it's just one of those things that like you just for some reason you just forget about in the match, you know, like but you see what was it? It was
I think he
Mabostiff clicked Focus Blast and did a bunch of damage, and my brain watching it was just like, wow, Mabostiff hit that hard special? Crazy. You know, like act like that's just normal.
My response was, it got Focus Blast?
Yeah, it's just that just goes to show, like sometimes you just forget that Zoroark exists, and then it just gets some free big hits off into you. You know? But
yeah, man.
With some good bamboozles, and then OGERPOWERED hit the field.
I was gonna say there was some bold plays, like wRenn trying to belly dance in front of the Swords Dance Gliscor. Yeah. And it started looking really rough for wRenn, and then like you said, OGERPOWERED hit the field and got wRenn out of trouble once again. Man, that OGERPOWERED is nasty work.
It was nice.
Resulted in a 3-0 in wRenn's favor. Bro, those OGERPOWEREDs are going nutty, man.
Yeah.
Next on the list is RetroRising and the Universal Umbreons versus Big Bud and the Dallas Slitherwings. That is you.
Yeah.
That is you.
And then speaking of OGERPOWERED, this one, Rising just. It was so much trying to prep for Shiyu, because it just punches holes in your team so much. So we were just doing a lot of posturing back and forth. For a moment, I got a burn off on the Flygon, so we got through that. But then I got outplayed with Terra Fairy wheezing, Terra blasting my Hydreigon. So then like it's just I lose that.
It ate a nice EP, and then sent you packing.
Yeah, and then for a moment I thought I was gonna lose when Jolteon hit the field and got a Calm Mind up. But I just had to stick to my plan of once the Terra was used on the wheezing. I knew that Jolteon couldn't be ice. Yeah, and that was the main thing I was worried about, was that like it was Terra Ice, because then it could hit my OGERPOWERED super effectively, and then I think I lost something. I think I sacked off Lamora to Jolteon, brought in OGERPOWERED, clicked Ivy Cudgel 2 times and 2-tapped Corviknight, and then that just opened the door for
2-tapped Corviknight, boy. When I say these OGERPOWEREDs are going crazy.
Yeah, that rock, the rock Ivy Cudgel, 2-tapped Corviknight. It was rocks damage, but that's 12%.
It's
still like a physical move on Corviknight. You just don't expect it to tap. So he 2-tapped that, got that out the way, and that was literally at that point the only thing that was stopping me from Rabombi. Yeah, and Rabombi was the first thing I added to my team of like this is potentially the only thing. Like if I can get Quiver Dance up, I'm Quiver Dance, Life Orb, like I'm fully offensive. None of this support, setting up web stuff, like fully offensive Rabombi. Like let's get kills. Quiver Dance, Psychic Noise, Bug Buzz, Terra Blast, Ground, and that was the plan. And it was just like, as long my game plan going into the match was break Mimikyu's disguise if he brings Mimikyu, get rid of Corviknight if Corviknight is in the game, and then I can set up. And that's exactly what happened. As soon as Corviknight was gone, it was just like, all right, let's make sure nothing dies to Mienshao, or I don't take too much damage from Mienshao here, and so I can just get a Quiver Dance up, and then it was GG's from there. The Psychic Noise, the Terra Ground gets rid of Wheezing, the Bug Buzz kills Flygon, Psychic Noise kills Mienshao, the Terra Ground gets rid of Jolteon, and it was a wrap. And then Shiyu was already paralyzed, so Terra Ground got rid of that too.
I was gonna say, you're Rotom.
Staying in with Rotom for the Terra.
Passing the burn to Flygon and getting the para on Shiyu was big.
Yeah, huge support game from both Rotom and Glamora, because the Glamora rocks, and just like little chip damage here and there, and it kind of forced Wheezing out to get the spikes out the way. Yeah, it was nice. It was a nice run there.
Nice little 3-0.
I'm still scared of Shiyu. I don't want to run into that again.
Yeah. I feel you. I'm glad I don't have to deal with it this season. Big fan of that. But yeah, it was a nice little 3-0 in favor of you. Our next match is Matt. Matt and the Austrian Arkanines versus the Shu and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. And that was just Leech Seed versus Leech Seed. That was the whole match. It was just two Leech Seeds doing Leech Seed things.
Yeah, Arvaliva and Mochian just doing their thing for a lot of this match. Zarude almost got the sweep, man. I was hoping Zarude would have got the sweep. Shu postured pretty well. I think it was the bulk up weakness policy Zarude, and he power whipped he took a close combat from Great Tusk, and then power whipped it to death.
Yeah.
But then Carbink lived the power whip.
Yep.
And KO'd with Moonblast. And then Carbink got the Custap Berry off Moonblast on Greninja. Almost killed that, but then Greninja died to Life Orb.
Yeah.
But at that point in general, but once Zarude got rid of Great Tusk, the game was over. But Matt made some good plays to lower the differential there. But Muck was going to be able to clean that up at the end of that anyway.
Yeah, for sure. There were some big reads and big plays from both sides, just like trying to get into each other's heads. There was a couple of taunts that went through, and taunts on a team that both teams that have mons like Wotion and Arboliva is
huge.
It hurts them so. But we gotta look at the Resto Chesto Team Blue, and then who I think Shu got like 3 or 4 misses this game. They were like
he was like missing Ruination.
Oh my goodness, he missed Ruination like 3 or 4 times.
That. Yeah,
it's tough for sure.
The game probably could have been over earlier.
Yeah, it might have been a little. That differential might have been a little different. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
but a win is a win.
Win to win, and it was a good match to watch.
Yeah, very fun match to watch.
What
was it? Ended up in, was that a 1-0 for Shu?
2-0, I believe.
2-0.
I think I have it written down as a 2-0. Now I'm doubting myself.
I'm not 100% sure either way.
Shu versus. Nope. Yeah, 2-0.
2-0. Okay. Yeah. He started mucking and Wochin. Yeah, good win for Shu there. Desperately needed it for trying to keep his playoff hopes alive.
Yeah. Next on the list is the Blackthorn Kingdras versus the Hawluchas. And I got clapped.
It happens.
I got clapped, and then I got clapped, right? And then I got clapped, and oh man, that's pretty much it. No, I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was, and this just goes to show like how much prep Rio put in this battle. Keeping up, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to. I had two options: either A, just try to, keep up with him in the sun, or B, Weather Wars. And I was looking at it and I was like, I don't win the Weather Wars. I don't win the Weather War. So I kind of just let it go.
Yeah.
And in doing so, I couldn't keep the pressure as much as I thought I could. I stalled out the sun for a little bit, and then but at that point in time, there was a +1/+1, not Jigglypuff, Screamtail on the field, and my answer to Screamtail, I got outplayed, bro.
Yeah, the Ice Beam,
the Ice Beam
Side Shock.
It was Ice Beam, Side Shock, Calm Mind, and I can't remember the last move, but he cooked me.
Yeah. Ice Beam got rid of
Ice Beam. I was confident because I was like, oh yeah, we're hitting him for like 44%, 48%. And
this fairy or psychic move isn't gonna do this.
Yeah, and I'm gonna outspeed him, and like after this turn, the sun's gonna go down. I'm gonna outspeed him, and I'll definitely get the last hit because it looked like it was gonna be a trade. Like he would take 3 hits to kill me, or I would take 3 hits to kill him. But then he just turned around and just clicked Ice Beam and Oko Lando. So
yeah.
And then like I showed I was like defensive Pheasantipity, and like he took advantage of it with Slitherwing, and I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't think he would counter like that, but he ran a faster Slitherwing because like naturally Pheasantipity is faster. I was expecting, like maybe just a really bulky Slitherwing with like max attack or something like that, but he ran some speed EVs and then outsped me. And OKO'd me with didn't OKO me, it hit me hard with an EQ, and I needed Pheasantipity to be healthy there to handle Wake, but at that point in time, it was a wrap. I was at like 10%, so it wasn't happening. I couldn't swap in or not because the rocks were really good, And then once again, just goes to show his planning. I was like, okay, I have something for the Slitherwing, bug fighting. I have Air Cutter on Bundle. I click Air Cutter.
Ate that too, man. I was surprised.
He told me he was AV.
Yeah.
And I was just like, bro, he cooked me, bro. Like, he cooked me. He found my playbook and he was like, yeah, man, I got it. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. And then like the last like little disappointment was like my one chance to stop this this Screamtail from going too crazy was my Iron Moth, and I was 1 point slower than it. And I got cooked. It ended up into a, what was that, a 5-0?
5-0.
Yeah. It's one of my wonderful 5-0s this season. I don't know what's happening this season, but everyone's decided they wanted to 5-0 me.
I contributed to that.
Yeah. That leads us to our next match. Rog versus Lupin. Lupin did his best here versus someone like Rog. Personally, I think Rog's one of our like better players in the league. And I mean, that might just be because I was like, I don't know, that's just because he cooks me every time I battle him or what. But Rog is just that guy. Is that guy? You know, Lupin tried his best to make some good plays, and you know, Rog really, like, for example, Lupin threw in, and I felt him because wRenn did this to me last season. He threw in Quagsire in front of Raging Bolt, and I remember throwing in a Swampert in front of Raging Bolt, wRenn's Raging Bolt, and catching that Power Herb Solar Beam, and got immediately took rid of that, got rid of that Quagsire, you know. So been there, done that. I feel that.
Yep.
You know, and then he got a chance to take advantage of Lupin's like stat lowering moves, and got that Articuno, the terrifying Articuno boosted big, and it kind of just took care of the rest of the team after he got those boosts, man. It was a tough match for Lupin for sure, but you know, you're up against Rog, you know. You're up against Rog. I think
just tough. I feel bad for
sure. But yeah. That ended in a 5-0 for Lupin.
6-0.
6-0? Oh, that 5-0 sure me. That's what that is. No, 6-0
tough
for
Lupin.
Georgia. Yeah, you're looking rough. 6-0 for Lupin or for Rog in Rog's favor. Not much you can do about it.
Not a lot. Not a lot you can do.
Next is Wrast and I'm drawing a blank.
LA Pyro Ball.
I always want to give Matt Wrast team and Wrast Matt's team, and I think it's just because they're both like red. But
sure. Could be.
Versus Triple and the Fryslan Furrets. And the number one takeaway I got out of this was that water bubble liquidation hurts. Like,
yeah,
it didn't get to do as much damage as, you know, Triple would have hoped, but the damage it did do was big, you know.
Also, the Quillfish is really what kind of like broke the game open to me. Like it, because what did it do? I think like beginning of the, like, I mean, like really, it kind of set the stage because it was like it hit the field. I think it set up spikes. I think it set up. What it hit the field, it taunted something.
Yeah,
and then it toxic something, and then like I think Capoudon came in afterwards, and then instead of swapping, it taunted Capoudon on the read that like, oh, it's gonna think I'm gonna swap, so then it's gonna try to set up rocks or something, or and then they did try to set up rocks, and so it blocked the rocks, and then it toxic that. So then, like, it had like two things status. It stayed on the field for a decent amount of time, and it was really just like it was a sack. Like it was sitting out there to be sacked, but it got spikes up, it got status on, it got toxic onto the Powdon. So put that on the timer, made sure that it wouldn't just be able to sit there and whirlwind things or anything like that potentially. Yeah. So it really just kind of set the whole game up.
Yeah. It did its job for sure
for Triple, and that was just huge. It literally just kind of did everything from there. And then like Skeledirge did some stuff. It just, yeah, like you said, Rakuen was hitting hard. Skeledirge got some KOs. It was just a nice little run. Nice little run. I think it had 2 KOs. I think Garchomp had 2, and Skeledirge had 2. I think.
Yes, I think so. So it feels like a balanced match, you know, or at least a balanced effort for the team, I should say, is what I'm trying to say. Like not
the love was spread out.
Yeah, not one Mon, you know, stole the show. Everybody was doing what they could. Yeah, man,
it was good.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. You know, Bullfish, you know, it was like you said, it went out to do a job, and he decided it was gonna, you know, do a little overtime, get a little extra pay, and
yeah, extra credit for sure. It was going for that A+.
Yeah, man, did some good work. That ended in, what was the score there?
I think it was a 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah, 3-0. 3-0.
Next on the list and our last match of the week is Asterisk and the Virtual Battlers versus Zev and the Alto Mare Slush Rush. And unfortunately, we do not have footage of either match. So we're gonna try to speculate what we can off of the battle results, and what we know between, you know, the battlers, the coaches Zev and the coach Asterisk. And I'll probably just put some funny, goofy little cartoon on the screen while we talk.
Yeah. So it ended in 3-0. And looking how the KO 3-0 for Asterisk, and looking at how the KOs kind of spread out, OGERPOWERED with 3, so that's probably what closed the game out. Essentially, most likely is that thing came in.
OGERPOWERED did OGERPOWERED things.
Yeah. Or it came in, something died, and then Zev probably brought in something to try to counter it. I don't know what.
Oh, you know.
And then, actually, I don't even know what Zev would have brought in to counter that. Wellspring? What is he?
Wellspring?
Maybe it's probably Terra Dragon Sand Slash, because he brings that every week. And just, yeah, like, I don't know. Probably just a bunch of that. Sand Slash did get a KO. Primarina did get a KO. Aster's Latios killed itself somehow.
Probably probably Life Orb.
Healing Wish or something. Maybe.
Or Healing Wish.
Or Life Orb. Yeah, Life Orb. Because maybe I think maybe Latios gets Healing Wish. I don't think Latios gets him or something. But it's probably Life Orb.
It is funny.
Life Orb is probably more likely.
It is funny that this was the match where Latios and Latios both hit the field at the same time.
Yeah.
And we don't have footage for either one of them. I'm curious to see what Tinkaton did. You know, it did pick up a kill and it ended up dying. So I'm wondering if it's like, was it like Rocks, Gigaton, Rock Fake out Gigaton, Thunderwave, or something like how much effort did Tinkaton put in before he got, you know, maybe EQ'd by Sand Slash or something.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. But like normal, it is another loss for Zev.
No,
as expected, to be honest.
No, he got a win last week. I mean, you're right. It's not normal though.
Wait, did he get a win last week?
Yeah. Oh no.
No,
he didn't get a win last week. Yeah.
Typical Zev losing.
Oh, that's what it was. He almost won because he was facing Rising in the hacks. That's what it was.
Yeah,
I was like, I could have sworn we talked about him, but yeah.
He had a chance to win.
It was a chance to win. But yeah, man. I don't think it's funny seeing like Zambazenta's name up there without a kill.
With anything happening.
Yeah. But I think that's essentially the match, you know. As far as what we have, what we can go by, which is just a couple of numbers. Mon of the week. Do we have a creative set that stood out to you, or do we have a a mon that was definitely just like efficient and effective that cooked?
Efficiency and effective would be between Rabambi and Articuno.
No felt.
Because they both got a nice little setup. I almost want to lean Articuno one because I like Articuno more as a Pokemon.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it.
And because this was also the last time it could be brought, because I think Roggen dropped it here.
Yeah, I think so.
So that, and then also it was a competitive boost. So like it took a little bit more.
Yeah, a little more planning.
Efforts. Yeah, to
get it to work.
To get the boost off and all that stuff. Like for me, I just clicked Quiver Dam.
Yeah, like, I can rock that. I can rock that.
Other than that, I like the Custard Berry Carbink.
Okay.
I did like that. The Custard Berry Moonblast Carbink did pick up essentially picked up 2 kills. You know what I'm saying? It got the Zarude and it almost got the Greninja, but Greninja dodged
just enough to put Ninja in range to die White Form. I mean, I'm not against that. I
like that one. I did like the Zarude, like bulk up weakness policy. You live in a close combat from
that is
Great
nutty.
Tusk.
That is nutty.
You know what I'm saying? And then you hit it with a physical move to KO it from basically full. It did have the defense close combat, but still, like Great Tusk is bulky. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, and they're both 2 mons that like we just don't see in general,
especially Zarude. I feel like I've seen Carbink a little more just because it's a tanky mon that gets rocks, but Zarude is a mythical, so you don't see him too often on the field.
And it's a mythical that has like how people feel about the grass, the grass dark grass fairy combo, like when we got all the bug the quad bug weakness and especially in draft league with the U-turns and stuff like that, so it does make it a little bit hard. But yeah, those 2, and then the triples Quillfish with the taunts, toxic, and spikes, bro. Like the way it set everything up was just perfect. So I'm down for either of those 3. Like you said, I wouldn't be mad at Zarude getting it because like you said, it's mythical that like hardly ever gets chosen, especially around here. Whereas like Carbink might get chosen just because like we usually get a lot of lower tier mons chosen in our league, based off of our rules. So
I mean, I can rock with the weakness policy. I love weakness policy in general. It's one of my favorite items, so I can definitely rock with the
because it's high risk, high reward.
I can definitely rock with the Zarude this week. So we'll give it to Zarude and Articuno, Galarian Articuno. I'm looking for things that are not in my notes. Kill leader. All right, kill leaders this week. Oh man, we got a back-to-back. We got the duo, dangerous duo. Ogerpon Hearthflame is in first place with 11 kills, and we have Ogerpon Wellspring in second place with 10 kills. Then we got G Fire and D Knight both in with 7 kills. We have Quaquaval, Meowscarada, Chi-Yu, all with 6 kills. Raging Bolt, Great Tusk, Dragapult, Hisuian Arcanine with 5 kills. Ogerpon's putting up some big numbers for sure.
Ogerpon's is carrying right now.
For sure, bro. Who would have thought? With all the crazy mons that are in this game, that the Ogerpons are
the crazy ones right now.
Like Brendan has Blood Moon,
Yeah, he has Blood Moon and Roaring Moon. He's mooning people, and Ogerpon is just
double mooned up. And he said, "Hey, watch this." They're just the distractions. The current league standings: we have In first place, the Virtual Battlers, Asterisk with 4 wins. We have Fargo Force coached by Roggen with 3, who is 3-1. We have the Jalisco Hawluchas coached by Rio, who is 3-1. Fourth place is Kansas City Spirits coached by wRenn, who is 3-1. Fryslan Furrets coached by Triple, who is 3-1. Who's in what place is that? Fifth place.
Me in 6th place at 2-2, my Dallas Slither wings, and then the last playoff spot right now is going to TheShuWarrior, and it is Tampa Bay Devil Rays, who is also at 2-2.
It's currently at 2-2.
We actually also have the same exact differential.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But there's also 3 other teams that are currently 2-2.
True.
There's
Austrian
so many opportunities.
Coached by Mare, 2-2. Who's left? Universal Umbreon coached by RetroRising, 2-2. LA Pyro Balls coached by Wrast, who are also 2-2. It's just those differentials that are setting you guys apart.
And Wrast is the lowest of them at -3 differential.
-3, so it's not even anything.
And me and
crazy.
Chu are at +2 differential. So there's not even like a big differential between our teams.
A sweep changes everything.
Yeah, 5-0 literally just like breaks that open.
Trades. We got a lot of trades for you guys. Was this the last week or was it next week? I'm trying to keep up between all the week hopping, so to speak.
Here. Okay, yeah. So I can go through them. We have we got a ton taking effect for week 5 here. We have the Virtual Battlers dropping Lupin, Regice, and Low Kicks, picking up Porygon, Flamigo, and Petrorunt. Also changing one of Umbreon's Terras from poison to water. Got triple in the Fryslan Furrets, swapping a Terra on Araquanid from steel to fire. We got the Universal Umbreon dropping Mienshao and Komala for Terrakion and Persian. We have Tampa Bay Devil Rays dropping Weavile and Alolan Persian for King Gambit and Sneasel. We have the Blackthorn Kingdras dropping Drapple, Tincino, Frantis for Ogerpon, Kamala, and Reggie Drake. Nope. Did you stick? No, it's
Duraludon.
Duraludon, yeah. Duraludon, and then we have the Fargo Force dropping their MVP this week, Articuno, Galarian Articuno, and also Mousehold for the Dunsparce and Cryogonal. And lastly, we have Matt and the Austrian Arkanis dropping Galarian Slowking and Galvantula for Ninetales and Galarian Slowbro. So, nice little swap off of there. Good to go. But all those swaps will be ready to go for week 5. And I think that's actually the last of the swaps available. So, teams are kind of set for the rest of the season. Hopefully, every team that made some changes made their team better, except against my team. That's all that really matters to me.
You and your team.
Yeah.
Those are the swaps. Like you said, I hope everyone is happy with what they have because now they are stuck with them.
Locked in.
Any Mon that you were surprised that got traded or picked up?
Maybe. I like your. I'm not surprised, but I do like your Duraludon. Oh, you know what? I'm surprised Petrorunt got picked up.
Petrorunt.
That is something that I was looking at drafting initially. If I didn't get Lodango, that was something that I was planning on like potentially building a team around. I just wanted to try to utilize the malignant chain or whatever its ability is, and move are where you're like poisoning stuff and giving them confusion if you pull it. Like I just wanted to status and hacks people. That's all.
Understandable.
So I'm surprised that's getting picked up here. Terrakion a little bit.
Oh, the Terrakion stirred a little not discourse, but it made some commotion in the chat when they got picked. They were like, "Oh, wait, whoa, what you doing with that?"
Yeah, Terrakion a little bit. I'm not surprised because it's a really good Pokemon. I'm just I think everyone's kind of forgotten about it a little bit. So it's just a little surprised to see it because of that. And then I think that's it.
All right.
I'm kind of sad you didn't get to do anything with Hydrapple.
Yeah. I am sad that I didn't get to do anything with Hydrapple, but it was just like the circumstances between my team and the teams I were going up against.
Just wouldn't allow for it.
It would not allow for it. I did try to force it. The one game I forced bringing it, it kind of just got obliterated. Wasn't even able to really do too much with the double regeneration. So we'll see how well its partner Slowking will do without it. But
I am excited to see Duraludon. So
yeah, I'm excited to grab Dura. I did want Regidrago, but points are points, and I could have made some extra changes, but I didn't want to drop a Alolan Raichu for regular Raichu, considering that I still have 2 other mons that can play with E-Terrain. So it is what it is. I am looking for. We have one more thing, and that is the schedule. We are looking at week 5. Next week is week 5. And we have the Kansas City Spirits versus the Spikemuth Thieves, the Dallas Halloween's versus the Austrian Arkanines, the Blackthorn Kingdras versus the
Fargo Force, the Chicago Sky Attack. I don't know why I said Chicago. Chicago. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Chicago Sky Attack versus the LA Pyro Ball, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays versus the Universal Umbreon, the Jalisco Hawluchas versus the Virtual Battlers, and the Fryslan Furrets versus the Alto Mare Slush. So,
that is
some very good battles coming up here.
Anyone that you're looking forward to in particular?
For me, would definitely be, just on paper, we got the 2 of the top 3 teams facing each other here. The number 1 team and the number 3 team, the Virtual Battlers versus the Jalisco Hawluchas. So that definitely would catch my eye.
Yeah,
there.
hopefully those 2 decide to throw down and give us a really good match.
I definitely don't want to face the Austrian Arkanis because I don't really need a reason. I just their team is just scary. And, that's kind of all that matters.
Yeah. No, I'm right behind you.
I mean, yeah, you face Spectre, so like,
I'm right behind you.
Yeah,
I get to deal with, if not Spectre, Quaffle. So it's one or the other, or if not both. And that's just
pick your poison at that.
Tough could get a crack. But I believe that is that's everything. I believe, yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got what you wanted from this video.
You guys are rooting for me to win everything.
Yeah, no, I need all of the luck that you could possibly spare. Yes. Please and thank you. Slide it my way. You can find me here.
Instead of sliding it to him, slide it to me, because I'm.
Give it to one of us, please. Please.
Fair enough. We need it.
One of us needs it.
My team gets bodied by Bisharp, and I faced that this week. So man, give me the luck.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm Fly, and that's Bud, and we will see you guys next week. Peace.